Here I am. I wanted to make a grand entrance. So yeah, I'm very excited for getting bothered by people, and yeah, here we are at the start of qualifying for yet another race in Nova Racing League, as far as clean racing goes, obviously. So, as is always the case, we are only with one commentator today on the stream, with no clear positive sight of a nice future of getting another commentator. So 11 people will be joining me in watching half an hour of qualifying, and people very hesitant on going outside of the pit lane. We have two Tridents, the only people who set a time with a 152.5, and that's about it. The rest of the field is not very keen on starting new laps. Especially don't expect Timbits to do anything until the end of qualifying, as he is used to not very much participating in qualifying sessions. As the Flying Jippo did not decide to set a lap time because of the damage thing, we are halfway through qualifying, and Mr. Joe's time at the beginning is still ruling the timesheet by quite a big margin. Giza, let's just pronounce it that way, he set another lap that split the Univirtuosis in two, and Bambi drops down to P4 as he set 151.6, which is nothing compared to Mr. Joe, but very competitive as far as the rest of the field is concerned. And then he, in celebration, bins it into the wall. So yeah, let's follow with Denny Boy for the rest of the lap, because he is the one to watch at the moment, as out of the people that are on track right now. He is off by almost 3 seconds of Mr. Joe's time, so he really needs to pick it up if he wants to get further up the grid. Oh, never mind, he's going back into the pit lane. I don't think I know that language, but I do speak Australian. So 5 minutes left. Nice set of connection problems, and Giza also probably binned it into the wall, but Spicy just set the fastest lap of the qualifying session, so finally something interesting happening there. So he beats Mr. Joe's time by only 0.03 of a second. So finally, we only have 2 minutes 40. So Jippo is probably looking at only one lap. Really? Yeah, it looks like Jippo will only do one lap. So if he bins it, that's gonna mean that he's gonna be starting at the back of the grid, which is not something you want if you are the championship leader. Consistency is key in everything. Given that the league has a nice reputation, it's very difficult to stay consistent. But you can't have irresponsible behavior like this influencing your results, but that's probably down to Jippo to deal it with himself. So Timbit will be crossing the line, and it's not going to be pole position, it's only P3 with a 51.2, almost a second off Spicy's time, but he did overtake the Univirtuosis and Giza. And yeah, it looks like Timbit is going to be pulling out of the way, and so he's going to be satisfied with P3, and he's leaving Flying Jippo to go solo and finish off this qualifying. Only 30 seconds left. I'm not sure he's going to make it in time to get another lap in. He has time to beat in 150.3. It looks like, at least on my screen, that the stream is kind of lagging, so I hope it's not that bad elsewhere. So yeah, Flying Jippo finally coming to set his first and probably only time. I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh, he is. And he's above Timbit, but just barely. Look at that, like 400ths of a second separating him and Timbit, so he picks up P3, and Spicy with an unreal time. Out of contention just yet. And it looks like he's improving, but only by 1/10 at the end of Sector 1, so I'm not thinking that he will do a better job to get him further. It's going to be only P3 for Flying Jippo. Timbit right behind him, so the two championship contenders still far up the grid, but the 4 points will not go to a championship fighting car, and instead to Spicy. So yeah, that is the end of kind of an uneventful qualifying session, apart from the winner itself in Spicy and Mr. Joe locking out the front row. And Fast is gonna get a 5 position grid drop for some reason.